when you first heard that 5 starts into his big league career, the Miz got the call to ATL, you were probably so excited and said, "Yup, deserves it."
Yeah, no, that is not exactly what I did. I did exactly what the Phillies said. Like, no, I'm sorry, I love the kid, but 5 starts, no. And this is 100% a league decision because they got to pick whoever they wanted. It wasn't like he was voted on by the players because when the players vote happened, he hadn't even been probably pitched in the big leagues yet, or he maybe had 1 or 2 starts. So
Juan Soto didn't get in, and he was the He was the player of the month for June. They voted before that.
Well, no, they vote late June. I think they vote in like the June.
Misiorowski has less appearances on the mound than I do in the big league.
How many appearances you got?
I don't know. I know it's 7
more than 5.
7.
Okay,
more than 5.
So a lot of players are probably pissed about this. Besides just the Phillies guys who were vocal because they want their guys there.
But people have bonuses attached to this.
Yeah,
right. So whether Juan Soto makes $700 million, he still gets a big bonus for being elected an All-Star. So for Misiorowski to get this, it's like, okay, Christopher Sánchez is the obvious choice, but there's other people that have obvious choices, and there's a lot of people that obviously aren't coming this year, which is also disappointing. But the ones that, like, you could find someone to come that has been there all year and done a lot of good things, and the fact that Christopher Sánchez isn't here and Misiorowski is, the Phillies summed it up perfectly when they said it was a joke.
They did. There is a breakdown of how, okay, Christopher Sánchez could have gotten in, but not. The rules are you can't invite somebody, you can't replace somebody.
Here's the thing, because this is important for the pitching side of things, because this is a pitcher who's replacing other pitchers, and Misiorowski. The Phillies are pissed because they have multiple guys that they think should have gotten in. First off, just to clear the board here, Ranger Suarez was asked. He had plenty of rest. He declined. So we're good there. For Christopher Sánchez, he pitched this weekend on Saturday. So the call is, hey, you can be a replacement, but you have to pitch an inning. You have to be available for an inning. And he said, I'm not going to be. So then they go, okay, we're moving on. We have to ask someone else.
Yeah.
And then the Phillies players were saying, hey, he should still be designated an All-Star because he got the ask. But they're like, he got the ask, not the acceptance, so he's not an All-Star. And he doesn't get the bonus. The Phillies gave him his team bonus. Obviously, these guys have other bonuses off the field, too.
He should get the jersey. He should get the hat, all that kind of stuff.
You think he should be here then as a replacement? Because their thing is, we could go to 10 replacements and we could have all these extra guys here, but they can't actually pitch for us.
Well, I think that's the tough part about it, and that's why All-Stars is difficult. And I've talked to you about this. Maybe give them a whole week off so they can get those guys in. I know it's long. Don't get me wrong. It changes, of getting appearances and all that other jazz, but you want the best of the best, as we talked about. You can't hate Miz for getting picked to go there. It's not his fault. He's excited and ever, but they got to make the right decisions, and maybe there's something they need to look back and change for the All-Star break. Maybe make it so that on that Sunday they make it on a Friday so everybody can get a little more time off and get ready and everybody can pitch. I don't know. There's something else that's got to be done.
Yeah, I don't think any player would sit there and go, Jacob Misiorowski is not supposed to be in. He just shouldn't be in, or they're hating on him. That is not at all what players are saying. I think people are saying you're jealous, all this stuff. Like, these are 2 guys that made All-Star teams. It is really hard to make an All-Star team in the big leagues, and there are other worthy people to make it. Tyler Rogers should be an All-Star. I get it. He's a reliever, but he should be here based on the fact that he played the entire season. I'm not saying rookies can't, but when you make it 5 games into your career and the 5 games isn't even like, he wasn't elite dominance. He had really good stuff.
Even if he was, does it even matter?
No, it's like Ellie last year. How hard were you fighting for Ellie last year?
No, Ellie played a full season. You mean 2 years ago?
Or 2 years ago, sorry. 2 years ago, you were.
He had like 105 at-bats.
Forget Ellie. How about Ellie had way more at-bats than Paul Skeens had, 11 starts? 10 starts? And people were freaking out then.
He started the All-Star game.
Right, and people were freaking out about that.
I don't know. The All-Star game to me used to be a thing you were honored to do as a player. Like, oh my gosh, I made the All-Star team. I have to go. This might be the only one I get to go to. Now it's become like, oh, I made the All-Star team, like, and I have to go?
I think everyone's excited to make it, and then they're like, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
And I think that needs to be addressed.
How do we address that?
I don't know.
How do we get the guys to show up?
But now
there are a ton of no-shows.
Give them more money.
More money?
And I hate to say
it sounds like bad, but, home run derby. all of a sudden it's $1 million to the winner. And now you got 7
You got
first
people-
timers.
For sure.
There you
People
go.
say yes if there's money like that on the line.
And it's not trying to be bragging like, oh, well, you guys get all the money in the world. But, you know, you put a little dollar figure on it, a little more incentive to go.
I just don't. I don't know how you do it because listen, there's guys that are making the All-Star team, you know, last minute and they're coming, but it's kind of there's like 100 All-Stars now. There used to be, you know, you had your 25 on each league and it was so hard to make these teams. But now there's like 75 guys on each team.
Makes me feel like I was really bad because I never made an All-Star team. But 73
You
now?
were next. You were next. There.
Was I
Yeah.
next?
Yeah.
And if you played now, you would be a lock. Because the catchers would say no, and you'd be like, I'm in.
It's crazy. It's just
There's
crazy.
a lot of no-shows this year in particular where I did some research, and I'm like, why aren't they here? Some guys are hurt. Okay. Like Jose Ramirez said, I'm hurt. I'm battling.
He's the
whatever
only
he's got.
fan vote that's not coming though.
That's not coming.
That
But there are a lot of guys on the next list.
Okay.
I'll point one out. Isak Paredes, 2-time All-Star. This is the second time he's been voted in. He's not a superstar. This could be the only other time that he ever gets voted in. He said, nah, fam time, I'm out. Like, I get it. Everyone agrees. They understand fam time, just like Anthony Rendon doesn't care about baseball and wants his fam time. It's a day and a half. And if you here's
you
my
can
thing.
bring your family here.
That's what I'm saying.
Time. It's not like I know it takes
Take
a
it
lot
little
of time.
mini vacation or something. And have,
You come,
They pay for everything here.
but bring your family here and have your kids on the field with you. And
kids will remember it. Yep.
yeah, the kids
that.
remember that stuff and get the cool video of you and your kids and doing the whole thing. So I don't know. I just it is what it is. People are going to decline, and people can say, "Oh, but I'm sorry. This isn't against Jacob Misiorowski at all. But he just shouldn't be here." That's it. I don't, and this is not a knock on him. It's not his fault. They picked him, and he's going to say yes. Everyone wants to see the guy 6'7" guy throw 105.
I think the players need to figure out how to get the guys here. And if they have a problem with the current structure, it's in the CBA. So Ken talked about this on Fair Territory and wrote about it.
Up at the end of the next year.
The CBA. So let's try and fix this. The problem is this is pebbles. This is like the 50th most important thing compared to what they have to sort through. But the CBA says if you're not available to play in the game, you cannot be named as a replacement. So you cannot be named an All-Star. So you won't be a replacement All-Star. Here's my thing with the guys that say no, Todd Father, especially some of the guys that have only been named once or twice. If you went back to when they're 12 years old and you said, hey, Isak, you're going to make it to the bigs and you're going to be so unappreciative that you're not even going to go when they ask you to be an all-star. Could you imagine? Every kid's dream in that spot is to make the bigs, let alone be an all-star. And he's just like, nah, I'm good.
No, and I think they'll look back on their careers and been like, man, maybe I should have did that. Or, you know, some of your kids like, Daddy, the all-star game, how many you have? Well, I had one. I could have done 3 or, you know, whatever. Just a weird
like
example.
Dad didn't go.
Yeah, why didn't you go?
People would do anything to be an all-star.
Yeah, go ahead, Scott. Or Eric.
No. Okay, this is obviously my life that I lived. I played most of my career in AAA.
Mm-hmm.
In 2017, I got selected to the AAA All-Star game. Okay, so I'm 37. I have 3 kids. We were in, where was I at? I don't even remember. Columbus. We were going to the shore for the All-Star break.
Okay.
Or I could go to Tacoma for the All-Star game.
That's the AAA All-Star game.
This is AAA for a 37-year-old who had parts of 6 years in the big leagues at that time.
Yep.
I asked my kids, which would you rather do? Go to the shore or go to Tacoma?
And what'd they say?
They said, I want to go to the shore. So we went to the shore.
Okay, and now let's put that in the big league scenario. If you said, hey, kids, day and a half down the shore or day and a half in ATL, plus you can still go to the shore. Like you can leave.
There's still 2 more days.
And then go to the shore.
That's what I did.
Do you think your kids would say, hey, let's go to ATL to the All-Star game?
They would go to the All-Star game in the big leagues 100%. But maybe some guys aren't viewing it as that important.
Okay, but they're wrong.
I disagree.
The only guys
they
that
should agree. They should do it.
Yeah, for me, AJ, it's like if you've been there 10 times and I don't know, they're really getting tugged to do something else, maybe you've got a case. But
Kershaw coming?
Yeah.
So
excuse me. He's a special designation this year as the commissioner's pick.
It's an honor.
Actually, most of those guys actually go, right? Like, we rarely see someone like a Judge or a Harper or anybody that's in the A list say, no, I'm not going because I just want to hang at home.
It's good for baseball, man.
Yeah.
Well, but here's the thing, especially in a place like the Battery, right? In Atlanta, there's signing appearances that you can do for sponsors. I saw Bobby Witt Jr. just not long ago doing a thing for, he has a Whataburger appearance, right? Over here.
Mm-hmm.
You can do, especially in a place like Atlanta where everything is right here. They're staying right here. They're all these restaurants, bars, everything is right here, stores. You can make a lot of money if you just show up and do something here. It takes an hour out of your day at 12 o'clock. Like, oh, I showed up from 12 to 1 at whatever, the Truist Community Corner, and I made $50,000 or $100,000. Like, it's not a big deal.
The problem is that some guys are on really nice contract.
That'll pay for that vacation when the season's over with.
That's
true.
As well. So what if you're one of those guys that's on like a $150 million contract and like it's cool to make $100K for a couple of days, but it's actually not going to change your life?
It's still the incentive of family. It's incentive of thinking about not just yourself, but other things along the way. You know, they like going on that vacation. Right when the season's end, you go home, guys, meet me wherever, let's go somewhere. It's still money in your pocket. So I talked to Joey Votto back in the day, man, make as much money as you can. And that's one guy that did. And ultimately, now he's living a great life, which he was before still. But
yeah,
I don't care if it's 50,000 or 100,000 or 10,000. It's still a good chunk of change which anybody can use. You know what I'm saying?
And hey, nobody is more excited than the Miz himself. We've had him on the show, a few weeks ago, Jacob Misiorowski. I will say from a fan perspective, aside from the whole debate of, oh, he should make it, I'm excited to see him pitch. I mean, he's one of the most unique pitchers in the game right now. He throws 103. His slider's mid-90s. He's got control of it. Like, he's the new it thing right now in baseball, and we do get to see him face big league hitters. And here's his reaction after he found out.
And has picked someone else to represent the Brewers and pitch in the All-Star game. This is a guy that's generated a lot of excitement. Really proud. Announced this, that our version of Forrest Gump, Jacob Misiorowski, is going to the All-Star game.
I honestly have no words, guys. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's an honor, and there's a lot of older guys around that have been around for a lot longer than I have. So I just wanted to send a thanks of all the help you guys give me to get through these couple weeks that I've been here. So it's been huge.
He was called up exactly a month ago.
You know what? Somebody said, I forget if it was Castellanos or if it was Turner, said, oh, it's like a popularity contest. Like, it's maybe if people are really pissed about it, maybe you could just go ahead and sell yourself. Like, we have a problem with players selling themselves in the game. Maybe don't wait for the team to say, hey, we got something for you. Go ahead and put yourself out there. Maybe that's what helped. I'm not saying Misiorowski's not like this social media darling or anything like that. Go ahead and sell yourself. If the game's not going to, it's your career. Do what you need to do to get yourself out there.
How do we find out who the starters are? Who votes?
The fans vote.
So it is a popularity.
It is a popularity contest.
That's why.
100%.
If
and
they're
it's a
saying,
popularity contest with the players too. Don't let people say that it's not a popularity contest with the players, because people are like, how many times did you guys vote? And you're like, that guy, he threw at me. I'm not voting for him. Or that guy did something. I'm not voting for him. You know how it's a popularity.
Sure.
It is a popularity contest.
Sure.
It is.
No.
It is. Let's not make it into something. It's a popularity contest from the fans, the players, and whoever else gets to vote.
Make sure you tap in to get 20% off next playground. $50 savings if you hit that QR code. It's really cool, very interactive. If it's hot out wherever you are and your kids are playing video games, you want to play with them, this is the best way to play technology-wise. Over 45 games on next playground.
Even summer needs a backup, a pal, a little sidekick in the good kind of chaos. The kind of partner that turns living rooms into playgrounds and reminds us what our bodies and our hearts were made for. Play that moves you.